Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 7 trades. Today's date is November the 29th. It's a Monday and I'm using my new Trigger Zones trading system. I've been calling it lately the Holy Grail trading system, along with this magic indicator right here. Trigger Zones, TZ for short. Now I know there's nothing truly like a Holy Grail trading system, but if you have a system that's pumping out 200 or more pips every day, like, I don't know, but what would you call it? That's why I call it, Holy Grail. For me, that's exactly what it is. Now, this system, it helps me to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. Talking about the goal line on top of the timing indicator here. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. I call that the flow of the market. And as soon as you get the trigger, as here or over here, you can easily see it's making moves. Doesn't mean you're going to get 100 pips, but hey, if every time you get a signal, you get 10 or more pips, I call that a pretty good system. And of course, after you pull the trigger, you definitely have to keep your eyes on it, and you got to have trade management and money management in order. Now, before I pull the trigger, this is what I do every day around 6 o'clock in the morning. That's where this line is, 6 a.m. New York time. I am drilling down the lights all the way from the monthly down. Once I establish the fact that I want to be buying or selling, then all I do is I put in an arrow, because I'm looking at around 20 instruments here, so I can't remember, but the arrow reminds me. So remember, when you see this arrow, for me anyhow, that means I'm selling euro dollar. I sold it. I took all the trades around from 6:30, but most of them were all around just a little after 8. As today was a bit of a tough day, I couldn't pull the trigger between 6 and 7. I had to wait a couple of hours until the charts lined up, as I say, within the daily trade plan. And once they lined up, then there's the arrow. Then I take the trade, euro dollar. Let's see where I got in at. Right here would have been much, much better, but not a big deal. By the time I saw it, I pulled the trigger. Did go against me around 7 or 8 pips, and I closed it out as it was hitting this support area. And I was happy with 13 pips. Remember, on the euro dollar, each pip is worth $10 times 10 lots. Those 13 pips paid out $1,300. Moving on to the next trade, the 30-year bonds. This one here, there's the arrow. And most of these trades, by the way, did qualify for a great way to trade. That's using the indicator, well, mostly the goal line and the indicators down at the bottom. I teach exactly how to trade a great way to trade within the training videos. Keep in mind also, the 30-year bonds, it only pays $5 a pip. So after I knew I wanted to be selling, I finally decided to pull the trigger. Didn't go too much against me. Let's see what it did. Let's see, 12 pips, not a big deal. Locked in, should be about 28, because, yeah, 28 pips. It's only $5 a pip times 10 lots. And those 28 pips paid $1,400. Moving on to gold. Let's check out this gold. Here we go. There's the arrow. Did qualify for a great way to trade. Everything looking very good. So I pulled the trigger. Waited for the pullback when it started to go down. It was a no-brainer. Take the trade. Didn't even go 1 pip against me. Could have made more. But once I'm hovering around 200 or, well, generally as a rule, I'm always happy with 100 pips. But most recently, especially since I got into futures and the indices, I'm looking for 200 or more pips a day, which I'm getting. All compliments of my trigger zones. Close it out here. Looks like with 23.1. Should be 20. If I move this just a hair, 23.3 times 10, $10 a pip. That worked out to being $2,330. Moving right along, DAX 30. Careful with this one. $37.50 a pip. DAX 30. This one, I had to go down to the 5 minutes because a very, very small move represents a lot. And I got the timing definitely wrong. It decided to do one more cycle. But I knew from the higher time frames, as it said on my daily trade plan, which you can clearly see right here. Let's see, let's pull it up. DAX 30, weekly and daily. Now, it says down here, but you have the 4 hours, the 1 hour, and the 30 minutes up. And I'm not looking for very much, believe me. And so that's telling me, and I said, watch for a bullish trade. But I was just in and out as soon as I got enough ticks. Let's see where I got in at. DAX 30. Did go against me. Had to wait. Remember, I'm 95% sure it's going to be a winner. And even though it did go against me, I just waited patiently. This is if you're going to freak out as it's going against you, well, you're going to have a big problem trying to do the DAX 30. That looks like, let's see, 11. DAX 30, 11 points, or 113. That's 113 pips. And that's approximate, of course, 110, 113. You'd need a calculator to multiply it. But whatever it was, it ended up paying $4,125. Now, I did take this one when I was on the 15 minutes, but if you drop it down to the 5 minutes, this magic indicator works great. And I should have dropped it down to the 5 minutes, but just follow the goal line when you're getting the buy signals, get in. And at that point, I would have ended up with over 600. So that would have paid a lot more. I'm going to have to try to remember that on these pairs that pay, like NASDAQ, which is $20 a pip, DAX 30 at $37.50. And keep in mind, this silver is $50 a pip. I think I'm going to exercise more caution tomorrow morning, drop it down to the 5 minutes, and follow this magic indicator. If you don't have this magic indicator, well, you know, that's a main reason why you are struggling. And of course, as you can see in the 5 minutes, it shows a bit of a move down. But anyhow, 15 minutes shows a tighter move. But nonetheless, still pumped out some pretty good money for today. Dow Jones. Now this is only $5 a pip, so this one here will not freak you out as much. So I got in here after this bit of a pullback. There's my stop. Looks like I locked in about 98. 98, it's approximate, of course. 98. Could be 100, 98. Dropped it down to the 5 minutes to get a more accurate reading. 95. So it's 95 pips. $5 a pip. That's approximately paid out $4,800. Moving on to the Russell, pays $10 a pip. There's the arrow. Qualified for a great way to trade. Let's drag and drop this up. So should have got in closer to goal line, but you can only pull the trigger when you see it. Saw it here, and I closed it out here being happy with, let's see, well, it's got to be 72. So 72 pips, as it's $10 a pip, paid $7,200. Moving on to the last trade. Silver. This pays $50 a pip, so be careful with this one. Here we go. I knew I wanted to be selling it, and everything looked great, top and bottom for selling. And this is the one that paid the most. Could have got more, but not a big deal. I was happy. Bring the blue box stat in properly. Let's see where I got in at. Remember, it's $50 a pip times 5 times, let's go down to the 5 minutes. Every half a pip or whatever makes a big difference. 15 it looks like. Yeah, that would be about right. 5 times 15, that's 75. Yeah, that's right. 15 pips. Look at that, only 15 pips times $50 times, well, you can figure that out. It worked out to $7,500. So another great day of trading. Perfect start of the week. And I knew I was well over 200. I just did the math, calculated all the pips and ticks, and it added up to 359 pips and ticks. And those 359 pips paid $28,655. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis like my trigger zone system, I recommend getting your hands on the trigger zones, and remember the daily trade plan will help you at least to be making money as you're trying to learn how to trade, as long as you follow the rules within the trigger zones. Let's see. To get more information, all you have to do is look right below this video. You'll see trigger zone system. Do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. And this magic indicator here will certainly help you to do that. Now my system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 6 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is all just bonus stuff because trading the markets is very difficult, and the more education you can get your hands on, the better it'll be for you. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways. The more ways you learn, the better you'll become as a trader. So that is the main reason why I've done so many videos, 50 of them, 50 training videos. My number one way, and pretty much every trade today, was a great way to trade. For me, it's at least a 95% success rate. Now I'm not going to go through all of this. All you got to do is put the video on pause, go through everything. If you have any questions, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, not a problem. Just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. If you click on this link, made it easy for you. We will have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions. You can, on any one of my systems, give you, like I said, some tips and tricks. I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day, the next video, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.